it's all about the clap back. Get your boss whack, premier's funeral on Snapchat. You now tuned into the bag.
I'm just pulling up, I don't know what this money been doing to me. I just been buying foreign cars and blowing bands on jewelry. And I'm pulling up with this.
What's good, y'all? Fist Vegas, the hardest force of sports. Go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe to the Fist. You know why you at it. Y'all know what time it is. If you ain't with it, you best get with it. Now let's rock. Listen. James Harden, bro. You gotta chill, man. This dude James Harden out here acting like a brat. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's like, this is what NBA stars do. Like, the NBA stars are the most catered to, most pampered, most petulant, child acting mofos of all the sports. Don't no athletes act more entitled than the NBA athlete. And it's just like, when football players hold out because they want that bag. Basketball players be like, man, yeah, I know I just signed this 5-year, $240 million max contract, and I know I got like 2, 3, 4 years left on my deal, but I want to be traded. What? Man, nigga, please, man, you better go sit your ass down. Look, I'm gonna keep it $150,000 with you. If I owned the Rockets, I would trade James Harden. But the thing with James Harden is this. It's not that they could trade James Harden. If James Harden wants to go to specific places. He wants to go to Brooklyn. He wants to go to Philly. He's so damn desperate. He added Milwaukee to his wish list. He don't even like Giannis. Him and Giannis is about to fight at the damn All-Star game. They don't even like each other. He wanted out of Houston so bad that he wanted to go to Milwaukee. Nigga, ain't no strip clubs in Milwaukee. Ain't no nightlife in Milwaukee. You gonna go to Milwaukee, you gonna be, matter of fact, I take that back. He might go to Milwaukee and be a fucking demon. He might go to Milwaukee, cause listen, ain't nothing to do. He gonna go to Milwaukee, there is nothing to do in Milwaukee. He gonna go to Milwaukee, he might average 40 a night. He ain't gonna have nothing to do. The only thing he gonna have to do in Milwaukee is take jump shots at the gym. That's all he can do. So if he got traded to Milwaukee, he might turn into a damn demon. But I mean, like, well, I don't know though, because the pussy might be his power. The pussy might be his power. You know what I'm saying? He might go into the strip club, going to the club, getting into your zone, your pace of peace. You know what I'm saying? Going to your place of peace. That might be what gives James Harden his power. Maybe James Harden was trash in the bubble because he wasn't getting lap dances. He wasn't getting them blowjobs. He wasn't blowing these chicks out every night. That might have been why he was trash in the bubble. This is possible, people. You got to be in your element. You got to be in your zone. This is a fact. This is like trying to take weed away from your favorite musician. Every musician needs some kind of drugs to make good music. Very rarely is a musician sober when they make good music. Everybody gotta have something to keep them in their zone. So I mean, I don't know, but my whole thing with Harden is this. Once again, if I own the Rockets, I'm trading Harden, but I wouldn't trade Harden to a contender. I'm trading Harden to the team with the most assets that can make me better. I just got John Wall for the next 2 years, guaranteed, maybe even 3 if he opts in. So I have a point guard. You know what I need? A wing player. That's what I need. I need somebody to play on the wing. So I got DeMarcus Cousins and I got Christian Wood. Not trading him to, why would I trade him to Philly? I don't need Ben Simmons because I got John Wall. I don't need Joel Embiid because I got Christian Wood and DeMarcus Cousins. So where can I trade him to that make sense? Well, I don't know. The Nets kind of do make sense because guess what? You get LeVert and you get Dinwiddie to play next to John Wall. You put Dinwiddie as small forward. You put LeVert at the 2 guard. You make it happen. So Brooklyn would make sense. Milwaukee, 0 cents. So because here's the thing. You're not gonna get equal value for the nigga. It's not gonna happen. James Harden is a top 5 player. You're not gonna get equal value for him. That ship is sailed. At this point, you just gotta try and get, better. What can help me get better and what can help me better long term? So if I'm Houston, send him to Brooklyn. But I want 3 first rounders with him. And I want all those first rounders to kick in 2 years from now. I want all those first rounders to kick in 2 years. If I trade him to Brooklyn, I want the first rounder starting in 2024. I'm going to say 2024. Not even 2023. I want that first rounder to kick in 2024. So for 2024 to 2027, I want your first round picks. I want Dinwiddie. I want LeVert. And I want Jared Allen. I want all that shit. And you may have to throw in another player to match the damn salary. I want all that. Because if I'm Houston, I'm like, okay, damn. So I'm gonna have Christian Wood, DeMarcus Cousins, John Wall, LeVert, and Dinwiddie. That's a mean starting 5. Might not be good enough to make the West, but that's still a mean ass starting 5. You might be able to do something with that. And I still got PJ Tucker, so I can sit DeMarcus Cousins ass down, put Christian Wood at the center, got PJ Tucker at the 4. That's really not bad. I don't want to see James Harden in Houston. I don't want to see James Harden in Brooklyn. But I'm looking at it from a Houston perspective. You're going to have to trade him. You can't keep... James Harden is acting like a child right now. He's holding out. He's going to strip clubs. He's partying with little baby with no mask. He's acting like a brat. So the best package I can think of is the Brooklyn package. Unless Boston... Okay, here's a big if. If Boston is willing to give me Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, and no. Let me say this. I want Kemba Walker, Jaylen Brown, and some first round picks. And I said, give me Jaylen Brown, Kemba Walker, and some first round picks. The same deal. I want Jaylen Brown, Kemba Walker, and I want your first round picks for 3 years starting in 2024. That makes sense too. So I trade him to Boston or I trade him to the Nets. Those are my 2 choices because I don't know. I can't think of any other team that can give me good players and draft picks. There's teams out there that can give you a lot of draft picks, but I want some players that can help me compete because I just got John Wall and Christian Wood. Those are basically my 2 guys. So it's just like, it's more of a situation where it's like, I need to trade him somewhere who can give me pieces to build around what I already have. Who's going to look good next to John Wall, Cousins, and Christian Wood? Who's going to look good next to them? You feel me? So I will go with Kemba. I will go with Jaylen Brown. That's not bad. Get some first round picks in return. That's not bad. And then if you're Boston, you got Kemba, you got Marcus Smart and James Harden in your backcourt, and you got Jason Tatum and Tristan Thompson in the front court. I don't know who they're gonna put at the 3, but I'm sure they'll figure that out. So those are my 2 destinations to him: Boston and Brooklyn. They're my 2 destinations. I don't see how sending him to the Heat makes sense. Well, I just don't. Especially since the Heat aren't trying to give up Tyler Hero. I don't see how the Heat makes sense. But whatever. I ain't got nothing else to say. That's my 2 cents on the James Harden situation. You have to trade him. That's just the NBA. The players got all the leverage. You got to trade them. But that's it. That's all. Subscribe to the unit. If you rockin' with me, my name is Fitz Vegas, and I approve this message.